Good morning, everybody. Danny from Deep South Homestead. I'm not here this morning, guys, before I get ready to go to work. The sun's just not hadn't come up yet, so I'm going to take an opportunity here to talk about the Kujo Yardwear shoes. This has been the best shoe I have ever found. I have them on my feet here. I wear them every day of my life. I have a messed up, I broke both my ankles, let me say that in the past. I broke my right leg and everything. Now I have a messed up right knee and a bad back. And these shoes have really stabilized my feet, and I don't get as tired when I walk in these shoes as I work all day. Now these shoes have been fantastic for me, just the low top shoes. Now I have opted, because I love the low top shoes so much, to go out and go ahead and from Kujo and purchase their boots, their high top ones, because I've learned this past week, I've been cutting a lot of firewood and busting a lot of firewood with the little wood chips go down in around the tops of my low top shoes, and they get around my socks and start itching my ankle. So I told Wanda, I said, look, I need some high top shoes for this type of work. So we bought the boots. Now, one thing I didn't realize, these have the like a steel toe in them. It's not steel, but it's a composite material in there to keep you from getting your toes mashed. Now I really like that, and on this particular shoe it came with a tag that talks about a lot of the things that this shoe is. It has dynamic cushioning on the inside, and I will agree with that. The cushioning in this shoe is just fantastic. It is water resistant. As long as water doesn't get over the top of the shoe, you don't have to worry about water. That's the same thing I've noticed with these low tops. I use them all the time here, walking in the dew in the morning and the wet and everything. I go out and feed my cows in them and stuff like that. As long as water don't come over the top of them, my feet stay just as dry as they can be. They have breathable air vents on them. Now, that's another thing I like. I take my shoes off in the evening, my feet are not soaking wet from sweat with these shoes. They have very aggressive rubber soles on them. And that's one thing I like about them here. I don't have any problem with trying to slip in these shoes. As a matter of fact, it's probably just the opposite. When I'm walking, if I'm not careful, if I don't pick my feet up high enough, I do notice my feet want to grab, But that's really good because it helps to stabilize me, especially if I'm working off the ground or on something that I'm not, like a ladder or something like that. It really grips really good, and I like that. Being in a garden, oh, I love it in the garden. That's fantastic for gardening work. Now they have what's called an upper flex window on these, and that is simply to make the shoe, when your ankles bend and stuff like that. A lot of shoes are just so stiff and so hard, it takes like a month just to break one in. These don't take quite that long of a break-in period. I've noticed that on ours. They're abrasion resistant. You don't have to worry about scuffing them up real bad and worry about tearing them up and all that kind of stuff. And I'll say, these I got on here now, I've been wearing these shoes for probably, and I wouldn't do this video until I wore these shoes for almost 5 months. It's these shoes at 5 months old, normally my shoes will begin to break right up under the front part of the sole right here. Mine will crack across here, and right in there will start tearing up, and the bonding will come loose from the welting and stuff on it, and it just really, these ain't even been wore yet. Look at it, they already bend good. Mine usually break right there. All right, I want to show you the shoes up close here, what I was talking about. Now remember, these are 4 to 5 months old, and I spend a lot of time bent like this. There's no damage in them right here anywhere, where the other ones usually break at right across here and across the sole. Either one of them on both sides, they're both in good shape. I mean, the shoes, you can look at them. They're 4 to 5 months old, no sole separation anywhere, nothing trying to come loose. They're all holding up well. The sole on the bottom of them, you can see, this is after 4 to 5 months worth of rough wear. They still have pretty good soles on the bottom of them. I mean, they're fantastic shoes. Nothing seems to be giving them any trouble. They're still good shoes. I mean, after 4 to 5 months. And like I said, they have the composite safety toe in this boot. Now, my shoe doesn't have this on top of it, but the boot does have that. And that's one thing I'm going to really enjoy, is the safety factor of these shoes. Now, They also come with 2 sets of strings. I guess it's it's a preference thing. With me, I like the black strings better. But you also get the regular Kujo color here in another set of shoestrings if you want to change it out and use those strings. And you can also buy an optional lace-up kit for these things. I don't know, me personally, I don't use it. Wanda uses it on her shoes. It's a fast lace-up thing. These have the eyelets on the sides of them here where you can just hook the shoestring into it, and it's kind of fast to me. So I don't have any need for anything like that. But guys, Kujo shoes are fantastic. Now they are a little pricey, let me say that. But I'm used to spending anywhere between $100 and $150 for a pair of good shoes anyway. And I'm talking about buying LL Beans and all the other name brand shoes. You know, I've got the Georgia boots and all these kind of stuff in there. And the thing about the other shoes are they're heavy. These shoes are like feather light. They're not hard on the weight's not hard on my legs or anything like that. And the older you get, this kind of stuff is important to you. If you have to pick up something that's heavy on your feet, that wears you out during the day. These shoes are very light, very good for yard wear. I mean, that's what they are. They're made for landscape wear, yard wear, being in the gardens, you know, being in the yard, all this kind of stuff. That's what they're made for. And they have done a fantastic job. I cannot say enough about it. Like I said, I wouldn't do this video until I wore them for at least 4 or 5 months. And now that I've worn them for that length of time, I know they're everything that they say they would be. And I wouldn't buy the boots until I wore the shoes for that length of time. And I can't wait to get a chance to use them. Now it's 100 and something degrees out here right now, and I'll probably put these on to do my wood splitting and stuff. But other than that, I'm gonna save these for wintertime because they feel insulated, nice and warm on the inside, feeling good and soft on the inside. I think that's gonna go well with my feet in the wintertime when it gets really, really cold. I won't have to worry about all these old insulated shoes and stuff to wear. So I'm looking forward to wearing these when it cools down a lot. This is what I have found here on my homestead that works for me, and it has been really good with all the physical issues that I have. It's challenging trying to get everything that I need to get done in a day done with my legs wearing out and my body wearing out at my age and everything. And these have really helped. And I'm already paying $100, $150 for a pair of shoes, so I don't mind that for these because that's what I'm going to pay anyway, and the other shoes are not holding up. That's the thing about it. I'm rough on shoes. I'm really rough on shoes. And a lot of it has to do with my physical condition because I've been broke all to pieces, and I can't function like most other people do. I have to function in different ways, and when I do, it makes it hard on a shoe. And these shoes so far, I will say this, so far have held up to the test that I put them through. Well, the last thing I'd like to mention, guys, is that the Kujo Yardwear shoes for Deep South Homestead is going to have a flash sale. And that's going to be July the 30th and the 31st. It's only for our channel, and it's a one-time event here. You're going to be able to get a 15% discount on the shoes if you use our link. Now, we'll put our link in the description down below. You can go to that if you're interested in it, and you get a 15% discount. I think that's a pretty good deal that they were willing to make with us to help our subscribers out. They're just really great shoes. So thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.